good one.
Each iteration that we've done, different configuration, they've been customer picks. The only negative to any of the customer pick reviews was they sold out. When is it coming back? Today is the dates from Totally Bamboo. Get a hold of this. 20,000 have already sold since midnight last night. What you are looking at is a cutting board slash charcuterie board slash display board that is in the shape of whatever state it is that you're getting. Now, on there are gonna be attractions and cities that are very personal to that state, right? Then we had a Today's Special before where we added 4 coasters. They're real coasters. They're made out of the bamboo just the same. And when you add the 4 coasters back together, it's like a puzzle piece that also makes the state, and it has a holder. Then we did a whole other separate Today's Special where we added 4 of the cheese knives that you're getting. So it's like a spade and a plane and a fork, 4 of the little serving forks that come with that as well. What we did is we took the best top-selling items of every Today's Special that Totally Bamboo has done, and it is now here today together for the first time. I believe Rob's gonna double check that I have all my states available. Right now, they're available. Exclusive, it's new individually. These are all customer picks. The reason being is it is a little sentimental. It is memories. When I was reading all of the reviews, they were saying, I bought multiples of these. Everybody said, gifting them, keeping them. Now we're gonna continue to show you this map. And the reason we're gonna do this is because it is selling so fast. It would be hard for me to continue to tell you what states are selling out, what is limited. So we'll keep popping this up. In the yellow, what is in there, Rob? The yellow? Less than 200 if it's in yellow. And what states are those, Rob? Read them off to me. Idaho, Utah, North and South Dakota are in my sell out quantities. Oh, and Vermont up there, and New Hampshire. And Rhode Island. Oh, the Hawaiian Islands as well. Do not wait. If you need multiples of any state, today's the day. Also, in the little cheese, the four pack of the cheese knives for the very first time, we're also getting the laser etched engraving on those, which we also have never done, Carrie Miletto.
That's 100% correct.
Can I tell you, around here, I have kind of been known as the Totally Bamboo person.
I love that.
I chose this as my host pick Today's Special.
You did.
Because
Thank you.
I feel like everybody loves this.
Yes, and you know, and for good reason. This is like the coolest gift ever. And certainly, if you don't have one yet, you've kind of been watching us. This is a year for us because we came, you know, around last holiday season. If you kind of been watching, you've been thinking about it, this is a fantastic day because as Tina was telling you, we have never done the board with the coasters, with the tools as well. This is an incredible value and it's all gonna come in a beautiful gift box that's gonna give you a present that could be great for yourself, number one, but number two, it's really great for like those gifts that those people you just don't know what to get them, or maybe it's a family or something, you want to give them something that, you know, husband and wife can use or something like this. Let's talk about the board. So I have Ohio in my hand right now, which is one of our top sellers always. But what I love about our boards is the first side is your side that you're going to entertain on. This is the side that's laser etched. You see all of the attractions, the cities, the places, the plants, the animals, all the really cool things about the state. Again, laser etched in. When I turn it around, this is my bamboo cutting board side. So now you have a usable, beautiful bamboo cutting board. So this is where you do the work, this is where you display, and notice I'm holding it with this leather strap. This is how you're gonna hang it. So if you wanna use it as decor, and let me tell you, I know some people who are only using this as decor. You totally can do that, but you can also pull it down and make this your little workhorse. I had some people over at my house this past week, and I had 15 minutes to do a charcuterie, 15 minutes. I threw it together on my Georgia board and it looked beautiful in a matter of 15 minutes because what the board does is it elevates the way that you're presenting and it does it for you in a simple way. So I love these boards, man, and I'm just gonna start prepping. I have a really fun drink I'm gonna share with you guys this morning for the holidays. So I'm just gonna start cutting my oranges, but maybe this is, you know, prepping your carrots, your, you know, your celery, your kind of your meats, whatever it is. Bamboo is highly sustainable. It's a beautiful, durable board. And I used bamboo in my kitchen even before, I even worked with Totally Bamboo. So these are super great for using in the kitchen, number one. But again, I'm done with that side. So now I'm just gonna wipe her down, turn it around, and I'm gonna start doing a charcuterie now.
And talk a little bit, Carrie, about how they chose, like, which attractions and cities and things to put on each one of the states, because it wasn't like they just opened up a map and they're like, there's some cities.
Right, they had to start from somewhere. So what's really cool that I was just talking about when we launched at midnight, Totally Bamboo is a family-owned, woman-owned company. We have 45 employees. So
they didn't know what they were getting into when they came here.
At all. We had 25 when we first started. Thank you. Because of you, we are at 45 employees. But the 25 when we first started, they all took about 5-6 states, and they were tasked with getting in touch with people in those states to make sure that the cities, the attractions, the things that we put on the boards were on point. That they were really the important places and spaces and good things.
Because I feel like locals know.
They do.
They know what their thing is.
And we got in touch with locals to make that just right. And so that is why these boards just really hit home, I think. And why when everyone sees them, they're like, oh my gosh, this is so great. And no matter like where you're from or where you grew up, or maybe it's, your family came from there and now you live somewhere else. This is what's fun about this board, is that it becomes a talking point. It becomes something so exciting when you actually have it out. And that was the first thing when people came over my house. They walked over and went, oh my gosh, your board's so cute.
Yeah.
It was easy. I did it in 15 minutes,
Look at the presentation, by the way. The box that it comes in, which one of the reviewers talked about. She loved that it came in a really nice box. She felt like it was, held up, when it was coming over. But this is that presentation. Now, little side note. If you took out 1 or 2 of the pieces and kept them for yourself and gifted the board, totally okay. You're like, I want the coasters that has my state. And when I put the coasters together, it makes my state again. You get 4 of the serving. You get the little spade, you get the plane, you get the fork, you get the cheese knife that's in there, and laser etched on each one of those handles, it says home on there. You could also make that a separate gift. So if you're tuning in right now and you're like, I've seen Totally Bamboo. My favorite review was this person said they bought a bunch, gifted them all out, and then somebody bought it and gifted it to them because she had given them all out.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
It was my favorite review. She was like, I gifted them, and I was like, oh, but wait, I don't have one for myself. And one of her girlfriends bought it and gifted it to her. I thought that was a great. The idea of doing a state is a little bit of core memory, right? You either took a vacation there, you were born there, you grew up there, maybe you had your first job there, whatever it is. Maybe your grandmother lives in Arizona, but she was born in Georgia. And she always talks about back in Georgia, when I was little, we used to do X, Y, and Z. Gift her Georgia, maybe, even though she might live in Arizona. Right now, I do have all states. We have several that are very, very sellout quantity limitations. I'm carrying Arizona because that's where I call home. I met my husband in Kentucky, so I have a soft spot in Kentucky. I live in Florida. Florida's another place. So remember, you're getting the board. You're getting 4 of the coasters, the coaster holder, and 4 of the serving. So if you put this together individually, this would be what, like almost $59, right? Even that, Carrie, at that price,
it's still well worth it.
Still would have been well worth it.
Because if you've ever been to like a craft show or something like that, like that's where I would imagine, by the way, like, when you go to those makers markets and all that sort of thing, or you go on that website that's a whole bunch of makers and creatives, I would expect to see this board by itself for $50 and go, that's a steal, that's amazing. Because it's bamboo, it's laser etched, all that sort of thing. I'd be like, oh yeah, totally worth it. For $25, the board is beautiful. Let's talk coasters real quick. I want to give you a little tip, by the way. I love my coaster holder because once you take it out, I love if you have your bottle of wine or whatever it is. Nobody wants wine circles.
And now becomes like another coaster.
And so now it holds that. So then, because now you're using these for the drinks. But what's great about, and I'll move this out of the way. What's great about the coasters is that they are like a little puzzle, and it's super fun. Let's see if I can get Ohio together quickly. But what's great again is look at this, boop boop, and now we have the state. So
you also know which one is your coaster.
yes, exactly. So look, if I want to put, I know I have Ohio on mine, and then maybe you have Columbus on yours, and then here's my fun drink I made. I just put cranberries, rosemary, and you freeze it in the ice cube, and you put a little orange in there. This is so holiday because of the rosemary peeking through. But that's like, you're gonna do sparkling. We just did some cider this morning, but of course, that I would be doing Prosecco.
Yes.
Of course. But what's really great about this is it's all part of entertaining. It comes together. Then don't forget you have the tools. Let's look at the tools real quick, because these tools, again, are laser etched on the handle. And Tina knows, because the ones that we just did were beautiful, but they were not laser etched on the handle. And what it is this the shape of the state, and it says home. And this is what we're talking about, is the fact that when you're using this or when you're gifting this, it's immediately gonna call that nostalgic, loving feeling. Everybody loves their state.
Yeah.
Or they love their state where they grew up. Or they love the state where they went to college. Or
Oh,
they love that, if you have a
college.
college student right now, maybe they're in their first apartment, get them this.
Maybe
this
you
is
have
fantastic.
like a bunch of sorority sisters.
Yeah.
You guys all went to college at the same
So
place, but you all
cute.
moved on, you have families, you live in different states, and maybe this is gonna be the thing that kind of reunites you. You guys all get the state that you guys went to college in.
How fun
and that's
is
like your
that?
little sorority sisters. I went and read the reviews, and you're like, well, this is new. How are the reviews? These reviews, the board is not new. The coasters are not new. The fact that we put it all together is what's brand new. We have never done this all put together on a Today Special, especially at this price. Multiples. I don't think I found one review that didn't talk about I bought more than one. People talked about how unique it is, the quality of it, gifting, 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 how fun it. People said the word fun about a cutting board. I was like, what?
We've never thought these things about cutting boards before, but now we do, of course.
No, and
darling.
I have Arizona, and when I got mine, I got the Arizona with the cheese utensils that were in there.
Yes.
And I loved it. And everybody was talking about it. Everybody that works here has bought multiples, gifted them out. Porter, who is our director right now, he goes, I bought these last year.
Yeah.
And I bought them for everybody.
Yeah.
The only negative review thing in any of the reviews that I could find was that they went and bought them, they tried to come back and get more of a state, and it was sold out.
Well, that's the thing.
And everybody in big, bold capital letters were like, please bring these back.
Yes, and that's what happens. So every time we have aired these,
Yep.
do you want any things?
Yes.
P.S. These are delicious if you like nuts, by the way, because they're all like, they have all the...
Like candied?
Candied, thank you.
My mother-in-law does these.
They look so good.
I love it.
So it's really nice in the
Lucy.
morning. So we've done a dessert board here. We've done the regular charcuterie board here. You can do this for breakfast. You can do this with sweets and when you're doing your desserts and you're entertaining. I wanted you to imagine what this feels like. You sit down, everyone comes over, and this is exactly what happened at my house the other night. Everyone came over. We immediately went straight to, and I even had a red runner, and you guys might have seen me post this on Facebook, and 15 minutes, I just threw everything on the board. And what the shape of the board kind of does is it elevates the way that it looks, right? So it makes it easy for you. You do not have to be a charcuterie specialist, to be able to do
What
this.
two states are these, do you know?
So actually is this no, that's not my Georgia. That looks like, Georgia's here.
Okay.
I think that's Louisiana.
It does look like Louisiana.
I think so, yeah.
But so
it's underneath.
each state
Yes,
is
Louisiana.
going to be in the shape of the state.
That's right.
Then everything that's laser etched on there, like this is the Arizona. I lived in Phoenix, that's home for me. I lived in Tucson, I did 4 years there. I was a host at a show in Tucson for a little bit, right? So Arizona does have a special place, but I haven't lived in Arizona in 6 years now. But it's home. So even though I live here in Florida, I would probably have in Arizona, I would display in Arizona. I think it would be super cute to kind of put all the states of something that's represented in my family.
I love that.
And kind of make a little, without it being so literal, right? But it's like, this is us.
Yes.
Right?
Because, and then if you're a military family, you've lived in tons of places.
Yes.
If you're two spouses, my husband was born in Pennsylvania, I was born in Florida, so we can have those two states represented. And then, like I said, you can hang this on the wall. So when you're not using it, or I'm telling you, some people have told me, I'm never gonna use it. I'm gonna hang it on the wall. And they put pictures around it. So that is an option. Remember, you're also getting the coasters and you're also getting the utensils. So this is an incredible, a variety of things that you're getting. Again, the board by itself for $25 is an incredible deal.
Or just the coat. I mean,
yes. When you add this all up, it's just I was just at like you know, one of the stores that we all shop at to get our variable things. Okay, and one of the big ones. And I went in there and they had the Christmas aisles. Okay, so you know what I'm talking about if you've been shopping. And I'm looking at all the gifts. Okay, so like the things that they've already put together. You're gonna spend this and get something that's like, because have you ever gotten like a gift, you know it came from one of those stores and you're like, oh, thank you. And then you open it up and it's like a box of cookies with like 2 cookies. Or like, I don't know, or the thing is just really cheap and you're just like, oh, thank you so much. That's not the case with this. This is beautiful. This is high quality bamboo, and bamboo is sustainable. It's made by grass. People don't realize that, you know, bamboo is grass. But on top of that, you're getting bamboo coaster set with the holder. You're getting the utensils.
And the utensils.
They actually have, listen, these are not, you may go, oh, are those just like cheapy throw-ins? No. These are, look at the stainless here, okay? And then you have the edges are sharp for cutting through the cheese. The etching has gone even into the handles, which are also bamboo, and it has the state and it has home on it. The details in this is what sets this apart. Anybody that gets this, including yourself, please gift yourself one of these.
Don't be the girl that was like, I gave them all away.
I gave them all away.
She gave them all away.
You don't want to do that. So get one for yourself, and then start going down your list. Is there someone that's hard to buy for?
Yep.
Are there professional gifts you need to get? Kelly and I were talking about my friend that lives in my neighborhood. Hi, Teresa, who is a mortgage broker.
Yep.
Okay, so she does mortgages. Guess what? She went, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get these for all my clients for closings.
Don't just think the holidays.
Yes.
These are great housewarming gifts, graduation gifts. They're really just having these is a great option. I am well aware that we are extremely busy in the ordering process. I know we have hundreds and hundreds of you clamoring to make sure that you secure your state, getting the number that you need. Maybe you need 10 in Texas. Maybe you need 4 in Ohio or whatever it is. I'm well aware that everybody is trying to do that this morning. So I do not want anyone to be disappointed because I will be the last host that gets to say every state is available. I guarantee by the time you're with Nicole later, something will have already sold out.
Sure.
So
yeah, we're
I
close.
want to make sure you get in there. Go to hsn.com, use the item number. Go to your app, your HSN app, put in the item number. You need to secure the amount that you need in each state. Securely check it all the way out. Like you have paid for it, it's done, even if it's on a flex pay. If it's in your cart and you come back later, it will be gone if it sells out. That is not a way to secure it. There's a QR code down at the bottom. You can use that as well. And remember, this is the first time we have done just the boards as a Today Special. We did a different board with the cheese knives. We did this board with the coasters. All we did was took the best customer pick, raved reviewed, top sellers, and put them all together for the very first time. Another thing, I loved reading reviews. I love reading reviews. Somebody said they have a friend that now lives in Switzerland.
Oh, okay.
And you know in Switzerland, they don't have anything with states on it from here.
Oh, no, yeah.
Right? So she bought a state that was
smart.
representative of them and then sent it to the person that they loved in Switzerland.
I love that.
And that's a little piece of home.
It's a piece of home. And you know, I brought up earlier, like, if you have a family member that's just retired and maybe they've moved, you know, like, so I'm from Florida, and a lot of times people would be up north, you know, maybe New York, New Jersey, something like that, and they moved to Florida. Well, maybe they lived their entire lives in New York or New Jersey or Pennsylvania or Ohio or wherever it is. So let them have a piece of home that they keep with them. This is a really great idea to do that. This is a really great idea, again, for, you know, anyone that you know that loves to entertain. This is a really great, that's my Georgia.
No, do you know what I just learned?
What?
I didn't realize, does Georgia also have a Louisville?
Oh, yeah.
You guys have one too, like Kentucky?
Yeah.
I just learned that right now.
Cities that copy, you know, so I was driving a lot of the United States.
I just learned that right now.
I've driven almost all the states of the United States. I think I'm like down to under 10 that I haven't seen.
Yeah.
It's definitely under 10. Anyway, like as you're driving, you go, what? There's like a whole bunch of these and there's a whole bunch of that. And then my husband goes, well, you know, it's like the cities have existed, Carrie. Like, of course they're gonna, and I'm like.
Duplicate?
Well, I thought they'd have special cities in each state, you know.
No, I just learned that about Georgia. We all just learned that together as Georgia because that was on my coaster. I was like, this says it's a Georgia coaster,
You're like, what?
but that's on there. I wanna re-rack and I wanna start, okay. Tom, live on Facebook, wants to know how to clean it.
So great question, Tom.
There you
Thank
go, Tom.
you. Yes. So cleaning it, because it is bamboo, we suggest that you just wipe it down. Easy peasy, okay? Because listen, you guys know me, and I always say if something's hard to clean or keep, I don't want it in my kitchen. This is super easy to clean. So just some warm water with some soap, and you're good to go. Do not put this in the dishwasher. It's bamboo.
Okay.
Okay, so we want to keep it nice forever. Also notice as we're kind of panning, you'll notice that some are a little lighter and some are a little darker, and that's because this is natural bamboo. So they're gonna come out in different variations. So your board may be a little of the darker scent, so you're seeing that one's a little darker, and then the one beside it's a little lighter. What I do love about this is that it is like that wood color, right? Because it's actually grass, but it's the wood color goes with everything. So here's the other issue. Sometimes you're afraid to buy something because you don't know if it's gonna go with their kitchen or with their thing. Wood will go with everything. It's a classy element, you know, and so because it has that wood look, you're good to go. So this is like a neutral. It will go with everyone's kitchen or area or wherever they want to place it. And wood's very in right now. Like this coloring is very in right now.
You want to know why I always break out my totally bamboo cutting board?
What's that?
It's because my big cutting board, I don't always need that. I'm just doing one onion, or I'm just doing a couple of cherry tomatoes.
Right.
It's so easy to take out, cut a couple of things.
They're light.
You know, wipe it off, and then I'm ready and set to go. This is the box that will come to you that you're gifting. Inside is the state that you've chosen, the 4 coasters, the coaster holder, the 4 of the cheese utensils that are on there as well. And for the first time, we're even laser etching the handle to the cheese utensils, which is also something we have never done. If you put this set together, it'd be about $54, and to be honest, that is still a phenomenal price. Totally Bamboo came here to HSN, and it was such a small company. And they said, let's kind of do one thing and see what happens. Wow, did it take off. And we do a host pick every year.
Yeah.
We do a couple a year. Well before we got there, I said, Totally Bamboo. That's what I want for my host pick. I want to do the Today Special. My own passion was this. Yeah. But it wasn't this configuration. This is the first time we've ever done this. And you want to know why? It's because I love a good mascara. I love a good shoe. But this is a little special. Yes. This is a little emotional to it, right?
Oh my gosh, yes.
I just really love that, and being able to gift that to somebody.
Well, I don't know about you. I don't like to give gifts that don't have a meaning. Like I feel like, anybody can give something that's just kind of whatever. Like sure, I can buy 100,000 of those.
Yep.
Here's the thing. Totally Bamboo, I told you guys, very small company, 45 employees. What you're seeing here is a completely exclusive offer, especially the utensils, because we don't usually do the laser etching on the utensils. So this is only here, only at HSN. If you want to give that gift that they are not going to get anywhere else, that they're going to go, where did you find this? That looks completely like it's definitely from that, arts market, craft thing, whatever. And they're going to go, you put so much thought into this, thank you. But in reality, you didn't. So I love gifts like that just really come together for you and make it easy. And we're getting close to that kind of like, it's down to the wire time, right? Because it's already December 5th, I can't believe this. So if you got a list that still has people on it, cutting board on one side, all the attractions and all the cities and all the things on the other side, plus you're getting the coasters. Plus you're getting the utensils with the stenciling and the laser etching on the utensils. This is a set that they are going to open it, and then that beautiful box as well that Tina's still holding. They're gonna open this and go, oh my gosh, so if you really want to impress, this is the way to do it. And you're done. It's already in the box. Throw a little bow on it like we did here.
It's okay if you take the coasters out. It's okay if you take the cheese knives out, and then they'll never know that one piece is missing, because just the board, right? If I got the 4 coasters and that was my kind of good for me, I did good. You get to keep the coasters. It's okay.
Yes.
Rob, I want you to tell me the state with the least amount available right now, like the one that's in my sellout quantities currently. Vermont.
Ooh.
76 people can get Vermont. That's it for the
my
day.
gosh, okay.
And again, this isn't like a big factory of people that can go get me some more Vermonts. This is, I mean, what they brought in is what they brought in. It's meant to last the entire day. We made this graphic specifically for today because we absolutely knew states would sell out. So we had to have a way to visually show you. So green, available. I have some right now. Yellow, sellout quantities. Vermont will be my first one as a true red sellout. But we also have the Hawaiian Islands.
Yes.
We also have I honeymooned in Puerto Rico.
Oh, I love that. So you could put, you could do the idea with the, you put it up and then you put some pictures with it, which I think is super fun from your honeymoon.
And it's a little bit of each part of our, my husband used to compete in weightlifting. And he had a competition in Puerto Rico. That's how we ended up honeymooning there.
I love that.
That was my first, I did good as a wife. I was like, yes, compete.
You were like, okay. Not a bad spot. You ended up in a good spot.
Oh, the food was, it's always about the food. The food was amazing. Huge box. First time we've ever put it together. The next time you see Carrie's beautiful face, they'll start talking about sellout states. So I don't want you to be upset. I don't want you or your heart is set on gifting it to somebody and you already have the train has left, that thought process. Make sure you grab as many as you need. You can always do a return later or anything, but when they're gone, they're gone.
That's right.
I know we're super busy right now on the lines. You'll be back next hour? You have a long day.
I feel like Ty with his race, he said, what was it, 120 something miles and like hardly any sleep. I'm like, yeah, that kind of sounds like
that sounds like a today special day.
Like my day.
That is a thing. Everybody on our Facebook Live is loving